Hello, hello, hello. It is your boys, the DM podcast, once again giving you that flavor in your ear. Today's episode is just a bunch of random stuff. There's a lot of random stuff that happened in the NBA. We'll talk some NBA Cup. Definitely probably talk about the Atlanta Hawks, who are 3-0, which I'm so shocked that they won game. They beat the Cavs twice. Like, nobody can beat the Cavs except these Atlanta Hawks for some reason. We're going to talk some Giannis and the fact that this guy was, of course, it's Giannis, but he's now like an MVP candidate. This man's playing like an MVP. I always knew that Giannis can come back in a crazy revenge season, and he's doing it once again. May talk some Raptors at the end of it, of course, as the Raptors, other Raptors podcasts, and then probably talk about some like potential all-stars that I'm gonna just throw at YS and kind of go from there. But before I continue, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. How is my boy YS doing today?
You already know, every day above ground.
Of course, every day above ground, we are better, better, better for it. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, which like I briefly saw out of nowhere, there was like a Bleacher Report trade thing. Also, like some potential trades, like blockbuster
Mhm.
trades. Now, one of them that I just wanted to talk about, 'cause I thought it was a hilarious trade, was a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade, and Giannis would be going to the San Antonio Spurs. I
So
more just want to ask, would a team of Giannis and Wemby work? What do you think?
I don't think so. I don't think it would work. I don't think it would work.
Like, I know Wemby wants to shoot threes, but like that just
Still,
doesn't.
he's supposed in the paint. He's still supposed in the paint. I feel like it wouldn't. I feel like it wouldn't really work. Still, I feel like that's more designed point guard, shooters around him, sort of
Right.
that kind of. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
both guys need the same type of team around them.
Exactly. That's perfect. Well said. Well said.
It was done by Zach Buckley. Let me give you the trade because there's other trades that I may kind of share with you. Okay. So the Spurs get Giannis, the Bucks get Jeremy Sohan, Keldon Johnson, Malachi Branham, Zach Collins, a 2025 first round pick, top 10 protected via Chicago, which right now would be good because Chicago's winning games. 2027 first round pick via Atlanta, 2030 first round pick via Dallas. They're basically not trading any of their own picks. 2031 first round pick from Minnesota, which
Yeah.
that's the one that they got for the what's the rookie's name? Rob Dillingham. So they got the and a 2026 first round swap with Atlanta, which actually could be good in 2 years. So that's a lot. Milwaukee be getting a lot
That is a lot. That's a lot of guys.
for just Giannis. So they would give him a
That's a
little, but
lot of
then
guys over the years. Still, that's a lot of guys over the years. But
yeah,
Milwaukee can't really develop players.
no, no. There was I think everyone says they were lucky to not trade Middleton yet. I think they were gonna, and they were lucky to fall and get Giannis. Giannis is his own trajectory. He's his own.
I was gonna say that
Yeah,
he is the one that it doesn't matter what organization he's in. I'm gonna get better because I want to be a better basketball player. He's
yeah.
doing that. Like other guys, a lot of guys in the league don't have that. A lot of guys in the league just will get better with the team, like a team development, but on their own, they're not really getting better. Like
Okay.
Giannis. So you got to give props to that. Still, can't even lie.
Yeah, I don't think once again I don't think it would work either ultimately unless like everyone around them is like either close to a 3-and-D like a Mikal Bridges or like a knockdown shooter. Like it has to be that around them at all time. And who's playing the center? Are they just both playing center? Are they both big or like I guess like who's guarding Jokic? Is Giannis guarding Jokic the whole time or how's that working? You know, there's some other trades. I'm this one I want to share with you. So it's called the Magic Move All In on Lamelo Ball. So the Magic will get Lamelo Ball, or
That's good.
the
Okay.
Hornets get Cole Anthony, Anthony Black, Jet Howard, Tristan Da Silva, a 2027 first round pick, 2029 first round pick, and a first round pick swap of 2028 and 2030. They're going. This is a big trade. This would be huge.
Wow.
That's a lot. from
Yeah,
Lamelo. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I didn't when I looked at it, I didn't think it was that much. That's a lot. That's four draft picks. And then you're getting Cole Anthony. You're getting Anthony back was their last year draft pick. So is Jet Howard their last year draft. And you're getting this year's draft pick with Tristan Da Silva. So your future is like gone. But then if you're Magic, you still have LaMelo Ball, still got Jalen Suggs, you still got Franz, and you still got Paolo.
that's immaculate. Who's on a bench? Trying to think who's on a bench. You got Moritz Wagner,
You still have Wagner, you still got Gary Harris.
Gary Harris, yeah,
You still have
Isaac, Jonathan Isaac.
yeah, you still have the other one. You said the other Wagner, right? You have Wagner, yeah. You're not that bad. You still got Wendell Carter to be your starting center.
That's not bad. And they still got their draft pick for next year. It's not
They keep their draft group, yeah, this next year.
okay. And the next year after that is 26.
Yeah, so they don't start giving their draft picks till 2027.
That's not bad, actually. That's okay. That's not bad. That's okay.
I think because of the type of so I understand the want
That
of
is a lot for LaMelo. Like the
yes, a
silver,
lot for LaMelo. That's how I think it's a lot for him.
like
He's
if
not
LaMelo
a
was playing defense like Jimmy Butler
yeah, like
as well, and it's like he's a real two-way, then it's like shit. But LaMelo plays effortless, though. That's the thing. Like he's an effortless scorer, effortless playmaker. Like he's
yeah.
one of one for real. Like I can't lie. He's top five point guard in the league. I said it.
Right now possibly. I couldn't say overall.
No, possible. No, right now he's top five point guard in the league right now. Period.
He could be. I can't
No,
even.
there's no could be. He's right now. Yes, 100%. Yes.
He but on Orlando, would he take the ball away from a Franz and Apollo?
I think he just wants to have fun and win. So no. I think if his scoring goes down to let's say 17, but he's getting 10 assists, they're winning, he's throwing lobs, everyone's having fun, he's dapping. I think he'd rather that. He wants to win. We know and he knows what he can do in the league. He can score and get a bucket anytime he wants, flashy or not flashy, in a system or without a system. He is just that good.
The one thing I do agree with is I do think like a good player once I think we talked about it last week. If they're getting their, or we talked about on the phone, if the player's getting their bag, they're okay with being whatever you want them to be because they're getting paid, right? Like we always go back to the Raptors, and I always go back to Pascal. Would Pascal be okay with being the third option on this current Raptors team if he got the max contract? I think so. I think OG doesn't care anymore about OG want to be like Kawhi Leonard. He wanted to get the ball more and shoot more. Da, da, da. He got paid a max contract that's 40 million a year. I think OG's okay with being like the third, potentially fourth option on the team.
Yes, yes,
If Mikal Bridges was playing better, OG was gonna be the fourth,
100%.
right? So I think he would have been okay. The only thing I really don't like about it is I don't like all the draft picks being traded. Like I don't like four draft picks being traded. I like because I'm giving you Anthony Black, Andrew Howard, and Tristan Da Silva. I'm giving you my last year draft pick. Once again, my two last year draft picks. Plus, I'm giving you this year's draft pick. Like I'm that's basically giving you six draft picks for Lamelo Ball. I don't think
Too
he's of
much.
that talent.
Too much. Too
Would I
much.
do that for somebody like I'm gonna say a name like Cade? Yeah, I probably do it for
My
Cade,
God.
right? Because like I almost believe in Cade a little bit more, but yeah, I think but it's not
Like
bad.
Kid
I
better than
wouldn't.
LaMelo? Is Kid a better player than LaMelo?
Yes, there's no doubt.
Yeah, he is. I'm not gonna doubt. He is
Yeah,
definitely.
he's definitely better.
And he's a
Um,
guard, so he's definitely top five in the league for guards. So leave it at that.
some of these he didn't have a lot, but like the ones here are interested. Okay, this one's a random one. I'm not sure if this would actually happen. Norman Powell to the Warriors for DeAnthony Melton and Kaminga.
Norman Powell for Anthony Milton and Kuminga. That's not even that. That matches. That definitely matches. Contract sounds like it matches.
I think the contracts match, but like I'm not too sure if I'm for the Norman on the Warriors. Like I'm not sure if that like does that really
That
sit
doesn't
well with
work.
me? You think it'll work?
I don't think that'll work. But Kuminga though coming over and Anthony Milton, yeah, yeah, come over. But for Powell, nah.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. Um, yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Not too sure. Last one I'll tell you about is Zion trade. Zion to the
Interesting.
Hornets. So Zion to the Hornets
That's
for the Pelicans receive Tijan Solon, which is their rookie from France, who a lot of people think could be good. Grant Williams, who's injured for the year. Cody Martin, Micic, which is a backup. A 2027 first round pick, top two protected via Dallas, which then basically that's your draft pick because you'll get that 2027 first round pick via Dallas. 2027 first round pick again, lottery protected from Miami. That sounds good. And a 2025 second round pick, which is their own, but it's going back. It would go back to them. So like it's crazy how the Lamelo one had four first round draft picks, and the Zion one has like a bunch of like two protected. Well, one unprotected and the other one. So, but that's a Zion Lamelo ball. If you like
plus
that.
players. Holy, that's way too much for Zion. That's way too much.
You think wait, I, wow, I was thinking like it doesn't even look that great. You think that's way too much for Zion, eh?
I think so because Zion is not gonna. How many games has he played in his career? Not even 200. I think 140, 160 games. He's
Yeah,
in his fifth season, I believe. You're in only you know what I mean?
yeah,
So you've missed more games than you played.
yeah,
Easily.
yeah. Yeah,
You missed over 200 games and you haven't even played 180 games. So availability is so important. And
it
you don't
is.
even take your diet and nutrition seriously. Like Zion it looks like he's not a good professional. That's what it looks like. That's what it's kind of gearing towards. He's not a good professional. And that type of person, and that's supposed to be the leader, your franchise player on the team. Your team's not going to go, it's only going to go as far as your franchise player is going to go. We're going to take him.
I know this may sound what you're saying. I agree. It's not really crazy, and I think before it sounded crazy. But trading Zion is not a bad idea anymore. Like it's not a bad idea. You so wanted to trade Brandon Ingram, and now he's a little bit banged up. But like your medical doctors need to get fucking something needs to happen with them. That's what really needs to happen. Which I heard they have a whole new medical team. Funny enough, they have a whole new medical team, which
Like that, huh? Like
yeah,
that.
yeah. It doesn't no last season. So the ones that came into this year are a whole new medical team. Okay, that's clearly you guys need to fix something. But yeah, Zion, if someone's willing to trade me, like if the Hornets called me for this package, I would take it immediately. Like,
For
take
real.
Zion. Take Zion. I don't want that problem anymore.
Oh,
I
if
don't
you're the if you're the horn if you're the GM for the Pelicans, hell yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't want it. I don't want him anymore.
Give me all these 10 players.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't want him anymore at all. I don't want Zion. I don't think he has like. Yeah, I don't want him. He played 70 games last year, so we can always focus on the 70 he played last
That's
year.
good, bro.
But
Look at the overall from when he came in. Already a
yeah,
season
and it
spent.
doesn't matter.
Already
It doesn't matter.
season done. Remember
If you are with your girlfriend and or boyfriend, you don't cheat. No, you cheat on them for 3 years and have 1 year being faithful, and then the following year you cheat. The 1 year that you didn't cheat doesn't mean that you're forgiven. You are a cheater, my friend. You are
Yeah, yeah,
a cheater.
yeah. But it doesn't take
So
shit back. Yeah.
yeah, that's how it has to look. So yeah, but I like that one a bit. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was the NBA Cup. A lot of people don't really understand the standings of it all and what's really going on. But if I may,
Please interject.
I'm gonna see for the
Because
NBA
Raptors
Cup.
didn't win a damn game in that cup. Of
They did not.
course.
They did not. I'm just looking at the standings because the standings is kind of the fun part of it all.
Oh, the cup standings? Okay, let's see
Yeah,
standings right quick. Okay, you want to start with the West or East? Let's
let's
start
go
with the West.
West.
So you got Houston in West Region A with 0 losses, 3-0
Yeah,
for the
so I
cup.
think I'm pretty sure that they said like certain teams are they've clinched. I think they could be a team that clinched
They're
it.
keeping track of total points too. Ooh.
Yeah, that's why like they're trying to run up scores because the total points do matter. Oh yeah, so Houston's clinched already. they've clinched, which is a good
Portland is 2-1. I'm surprised.
Portland overall as a team.
Yeah,
Like
they're not bad. They're not bad.
they're, they're competing because they have a bunch of young guys, they have a bunch of vets, everyone's intermingling. The question is, do we continue with this? Do we just try to trade Grant and Simons? Anthony Simons, yeah, trade Grant
Or
and
just
Simons,
go back to the building block, the drawing board.
right? Go get a top five draft pick. See what you have in Scoot, honestly. Just try to because you know the way this league is. If they don't see nothing in him this year, this man could
Yep.
potentially be traded by like next year.
And if the next team doesn't see anything in him, he's out the league after
He's
his rookie
gone.
contract's done.
He's gone. He'll be 20, legit 24 out the league. Second overall pick.
He has to bloom and do something. I haven't been watching Portland basketball, but I'm gonna be trying to key in on Portland and what he's doing.
No one has watched Portland basketball. They don't watch Portland basketball.
Like,
Like, but yeah, Shaden Sharp has been really good, and I was listening to a podcast, and like he has he has all NBA type talent, but then people are like, is he just a gunner?
does he work hard? I wonder if he works hard.
I think so, but he wasn't healthy the past few seasons. But I think people do believe like he's talented, like he's a talented guy.
He is.
So, but yeah. Oh, sorry, even going back to what you said, Houston Rockets, right? Bro, shout out to the Houston Rockets. They've been your team. You've always liked the head coach and always felt this team had like they're good. And I think they take turns with Sengun and Green.
Which is yeah, yeah.
But one of their best lineups is like without Green, it's Sengun, Fred, Tari Eason, Dylan Brooks, and Amin Thompson. That's like one of the best units in the league.
That's a defensive lineup.
Oh, and the defense on that, they if they start not but the way it looks, it'd be the best defensive team in the league. And it goes to like it's like 89 points, bro. It's like fucking good.
It's a
It's
good
good. Which once again always makes Green more having the ability to trade him, right? So do you trade a Green for like this sounds crazy, like an Anthony Simons, but I don't know. Green's gonna be always hard to trade. He got to be traded this year, but it'd be hard. So yeah, who the teams that are in already in the Western Conference for the Cup is the Rockets and the Warriors, both 3-0.
okay, okay, yeah.
The teams that are eliminated is like Timberwolves are eliminated, which this should have been their
And two and
overall.
two, okay.
Yeah, this should have been theirs. So is the Kings and the Pelicans are eliminated. But other teams aren't. So this is where, like mentioned before, the points is what's going to count the most,
'Cause I see the Pelicans, they're not eliminated, they're 1-3. They got 409, 408 points.
right? But they're eliminated. So if they won, they would
They're
have
eliminated.
they would have been okay. But like Dallas has a lot of points. So if Dallas just scores a lot their next game, they're in, right? So it's like one of those things. I don't know. San Antonio is up 2-1. They're leading because of the points. The Lakers
So
are
I
playing.
see that okay, okay. Okay. Okay, the point system I'm still trying to figure this out with the cup, but
Yeah, so
we're
you
gonna get
have
it
to
out.
whoever has the best point differential and then
Yeah.
total points. Like it's weird because I think that they're really trying to do it like the way I think it's EuroLeague does it, like EuroLeague in soccer. So they're trying to base it off that, like points and differential. So that's why certain teams are I think because OKC beat Phoenix, that's why they're above them. And then that's really it. So it's really them fighting. It's really them fighting. So we'll see. I
Let's
think
hop
that
into that East.
yeah, the East, um,
There's a couple
Orlando.
surprises, yeah.
The East has a bunch of surprises. The East doesn't look as, and we've been saying, doesn't look as pretty as the West looks.
Not
Because
at all. Not at
unless New York, like they need to bank on New York, Boston, all winning. They need to, because it's not gonna look good when it's not them. It's not gonna look good.
Boston knows how to win. But like Boston, the teams you called, they're undefeated.
Yeah, so the thing with Boston, which is why. it doesn't make sense to me. So unless no, yeah. So this is what doesn't make sense to me. Boston's 3-1 plus 23 with 482. So they're done. They're not playing another cup game. They're done.
Okay.
New York and Orlando have to face each other because they're both 3-0. So that means they never faced each other yet. So the loser of that is going to be 3-1. The other one's going to be 4-0. Whoever's 4-0 makes it 3-1. But with that being said, Boston is still going to have more points than whatever the New York or Orlando have because they're at 334. Unless they have 150 points, they're not going to reach 482. So in my mind, isn't Boston already in?
Yeah, they should be. But
That's what I don't understand about this point system.
I don't 40, I don't get it either. I really don't get it either.
Unless you're saying there is a potential that Orlando or New York are going to score 160 points in a game, and then they would thus beat them. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen
I don't know.
at all.
I
It's
don't
not going
know.
to happen. So I find that kind of weird. But it's looking good. It's gonna look good. I'm hoping a Milwaukee or Boston because respectfully, I'm not trying to see now get to the Atlanta Hawks, see an Atlanta Hawks team win a bunch of games.
Trey Young is Trey Young, but
He's doing his thing, man. They're already talking about trading that guy too. If you're the Lakers, I'm Atlanta, I call you. Well, I think the Lakers would say yes, regardless. But what would
should
you
be.
trade? You trade 2 draft picks for Trey Young,
Yep.
and you're
Ding,
the
ding,
Lakers.
ding. Not easily, it depends. Not no two top 10 protected. I'm like, oh, hold the phone, hold the phone. Let me look down my bench and be like, hey, you know what, Gabe? Go, you know what I mean? Go that pick, go on the flight. Good
Oh,
to see you.
as a
You know what I
pick,
mean?
Gabe, D'Angelo Russell for sure.
Oh
Um,
shit, D'Lo, shit. I rather fuck. Okay.
I think Rui is he's now like kind of dispendable because Dalton Connect is balling and Cam Reddish is a starter and he's like playing defense.
Which is true. I can't believe that though. I can't
So
believe
like
he went from the
Rui's kind of dispendable. Gabe Vincent has done nothing. Once again, this Heat culture,
nothing.
like, and the things he got injured last year, so we'll all give you the benefit of the doubt. So you're back now, but like, what are we saying?
You're always messing up my parlays, Gabe.
Oh,
Always.
the man can have one.
Can't get a
Man
steal. You're a defender. Can't
so,
get a three made. Like, what was the Gabe the Miami Heat Gabe Vincent?
what do you mean?
Where was that Gabe Vincent, the Miami Heat Gabe
Oh
Vincent?
yeah. That he's gone, man. Because I thought to myself when he first got signed to the Lakers, I'm like, yo, this is a good pick, like a good pick, a good backup. Even now, I'm thinking like if he can be if he's Miami Heat Gabe Vincent, that's a different like it makes
Yes.
it deeper. It's just you're just deeper, right?
Yeah.
And it's okay. Then you can have LeBron and thing and but they still need like I wouldn't say I love LeBron and AD. They need a guy. They need Anthony Simons. They need a guy who's they need a better version of D'Angelo Russell, a better version of
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves, right?
Yeah.
Dalton Connect is hitting a bunch of threes and but playoff time, that man's getting hunted.
100%. He's not doing that playoff time. Those positions are going way down.
Right? Like, and he's getting, man's gonna be like, give me the ball. This guy, Dalton Connect, who probably can't do shit on defense because they're gonna think it already. That's why Austin Reeves gets like bullied because no one thinks he can play any defense. So, the next thing, the NBA Cup will be fun. I think the Tuesday there should be games, and like then we'll know who's making it to the following week finals. I wanted to talk about like some potential all-stars and see who you think? Like, what do you think they'll make it or not make it? What's your stance on it? Evan Mobley. Let me also look at his stats too.
Let me tell you
That
something.
team is really good. He's one of the reasons, I'll definitely say.
Definitely, definitely.
He's averaging 18-9 and 18-9 and 2.
Let me tell you something.
18-9 and 3, right?
Mobley.
Or is it already going to go to? Sorry, before I even ask the question, the one thing, and then we talk about Lamelo Ball being a really good point guard this year. They're 6 and like 13. Mind you, not only is 6 and 13, but the Raptors are like close to them in record wise. So I don't understand why Lamelo would get it. Like I'm starting to be the person who like, unless your team is good, you shouldn't be an all-star. I don't care how popular you are. Unless you're truly giving
Don't
us
be
triple
a
doubles.
don't be a I'm not saying you're a hater, but you're a hater right now.
Like don't be like unless you're giving us triple. I'm saying okay, not like losing record. If you're like 9 and 11, that's fine. But you're like close to 10 games under 500. What are we saying? 10 games under 500, we're giving you all stars. We don't
Yeah,
value wins then.
no, MVP is different. All stars, all star. You
I,
could be on
I,
a dirt team, but be putting up numbers and be like, this guy's an all star. He's putting up these numbers, doing this. He's an all star.
I just rather give
He's
it to
different.
like other people who are consistent,
Was Bernard King making his team a better team?
but
Was
they
he
have
making
winning
it better?
records. They have winning records.
You're right. So
I just want people to have close to winning record, like 2, 3 games above, below 500. But if you're like legit 10 below, why should you just Trey Young was then you know me and my Trey Young thoughts. Trey Young was having a legit all-star season last year and he didn't make it because his team wasn't good. If your team's not good, you shouldn't make it.
well, I don't remember if he was shooting the ball that well last
He
year.
wasn't, but his he wasn't. His counting stats, like the totals, were
Yeah,
still good. So yeah, Evan Mobley's one who I think deserves Norman Powell. I think
Steve.
not they don't need to make it. It should just be in the conversation. It should be in the conversation. We should talk about them.
Oh yeah, well this team is bad. Like, oh shit. Some players on some bad teams that can ball, man. Damn.
As I'm saying, there's some like
Like
it's
I like Laurie Marketing, right?
right, right. Like
Like his team is so bad. Like it's just like, oh shit.
a guy who didn't have a great game today, but he's averaging 16 points, 7 rebounds. And just like he's been pretty he's been consistent. I put Miles Turner. Now, once again, not saying he won't make it. I just think he's had a good season. Team isn't good. They just lost to the Grizzlies, which will lead to my next guy, who I think deserves some talk. Jerry Jackson Jr. He deserves a lot of mention. He's like their guy right now.
That
He's
utility guy still. He can
he,
play.
he's really helped them. And like on a quick side note, I realized Bane has he been injured this season or something? Because
I know he's out the last couple of games, I believe, but
he was, yeah, because he's played 13 games and like he's averaging about 14 points a game. So nothing crazy.
that's a little bit below his average. I know he's averaging like a 20 piece.
Yeah, like last year, the Mounts scoring the ball. Like he was their guy. But Jaren Jackson Jr. has been balling 22, 6. Like the stats won't be there, but one of the things I realized, Mantua are scoring a lot of points because they're the only option, like legit. But other than that, a lot of these teams are really balanced.
It's very true, yeah.
Like
Very true.
balanced. I was looking at the Spurs because Wemby's the guy who may make the All-Star because he's legit close to averaging a 20 and 10.
That's too. I didn't even consider that, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
He's
he's like legit averaging a 20 and 10. And like
Spurs are up.
if you look at the Spurs, like there's like 5 mans averaging 11 points. So they pass the ball, top 10 in the league in passing. That's good. But yeah, Jerry Jackson Jr., I definitely believe he's gonna make the All-Star. He should make the All-Star for sure. He should,
Well, he's a utility guy.
right? RJ Barrett has really good stats this season. But guess what? The same thing I said about LaMelo Ball. The man cannot make it. Unless his team is better or he's scoring 40 points a game, can't make it.
Okay, then what about Cade Cunningham?
No, he can't make it. I'm sorry, and I love Cade. Oh,
Detroit is what right now? Aren't they
no,
like
I think they're 9 and something. I think he.
horrible 9-11, 9-12? It's not to shit.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if it's that stat, like I'm not. I don't hate that. They're 9 and 13, and Charlotte's 6 and 14. So Charlotte's just
Mm.
played a lot less games, which I still don't understand the schedule. how people play that. Like, look at Zach LaVine. Fucking Vucevic deserves some fucking mention. He's playing fucking amazing and playing good defense.
Don't do that. Don't do
Right?
that.
What I'm saying, like the Eastern Conference this year is gonna look so light for All Stars because you know who should not make the All Star? Who's stat wise having a good season? Tyrese Max.
Don't get my boy Maxi. Don't get my boy Maxi. Please don't do
Like,
that.
but
Don't
he's
get my boy Maxi.
he's at
Serious?
26 points, 4.5 assists, 2 steals, which is pretty good, 3 rebounds. His shooting splits are pretty good. He's shooting no, they're not 33% to me is not good. He's shooting better. But he's the only option. I'll give him that. He's the only option.
He's the most consistent Philadelphia 76er. Shout out to Oubre Jr.
Yeah, he's pretty consistent stuff. But like, all I'm saying is that like, come on, man. We can't award like all stars to everyone. Some guys deserve it, some guys don't. Like Miami has a better record. Miami doesn't have a trash record. Um, let's see. Miami is 9-8. Does Jimmy or Bam deserve it? Fuck no.
One of them deserves it
No,
definitely.
one of them is gonna make it for sure. That's just how like. But Bam has not had a great season at all.
He
If
had
anyone deserves it out of Miami, you know who it is, Mr. Hero.
so Paulo is out. Continuing, he's out a while, right?
Yeah, he's
Franz
out of line.
Wagner.
Who?
Franz. Is he making All-Star?
He's definitely 1,000%. He may start in these conference. He may start. Either you got to start all Boston Celtics and Cleveland Cavaliers guys. He has to start. I think the starter will be probably, if you think about it, probably Brunson. I'm thinking out loud. Maybe Brunson, Mitchell, Jalen,
Jaden
Jason, and
Turner.
well, if there is all-star positionless, or no, that one has a position, right? So we probably need a center. Who's been the best center in the East? Karl Anthony Towns. He's been the best center in the
Two
East.
Knicks starting All-Star game. Woo! I haven't seen this in my life.
Yeah, no. Uh,
In my lifetime watching basketball, I haven't
Maybe
seen it. Two Knicks starting All-Star.
Starks and Ewing maybe could have started.
Starks? I don't know. Was he starting? I don't know if he started. I don't know.
I don't know if he was an all-star. Funny, I don't know if he was an all-star. I'm just saying a
I think
guy.
getting his 13, 14 a game though, doing this thing a little too bad,
And a lot of
little
it's voting anyway, right? So like Dame may get voted. Jalen will probably get voted, like Jalen Brunson. But yeah, but the East is not looking that great. Like legit, this season, I do think the Cavs can have 3 guys. Mobley, uh, um, heck, even Allen can be a fucking all-star this year.
bro, bro. I'm telling you, like how the Cavs are playing,
They're playing nice, man.
they really
Allen,
have the team chemistry, and it really shows. Like they're on the same page. You know what I mean?
this
Like,
time Jerome may fucking take the sixth man of the year out of freaking things hands.
that's crazy work.
Think
That's
about the sixth man of the year after we were talking about all these mans is gonna come down to Payne Pritchard and Ty Jerome. That's what it's gonna come down to.
Payne Pritchard. This was a cup game. I believe it was the Friday. I
Mhm.
forget who the Celtics were playing. This guy came down, gave like a little in and out, hezzy dribble, put it behind his back, three. Like,
He's he's been playing good, man.
like
And right, the funny thing right now it's
how is
Boston,
he supposed to be the gunner off the bench? You got Pritchard gunning.
and right now it's the Cavs versus Boston as we speak. And this
It's work for
so
him.
I didn't know that when Porzingis came back, they were just gonna be like Porzingis, shoot as much as you want. They're giving him the green light. I did not expect that.
I didn't even know that either.
Yeah, they're giving him the green light.
Was
I
he
didn't
on the
think.
minutes restriction? They're just giving him green light.
Yeah, I think he's probably on the minute restriction, so that's why I think
Okay.
that's what they're like. Just do it. Just do whatever you got to do. Like
Okay.
get comfortable, because I'm pretty sure that man is gonna stop playing soon, just
We're
for a
not
while.
close. We're not that close to April. Even
Yeah,
though
yeah, I'm saying
we're not
like
on
yeah,
the side, I wish we were.
yeah. No, no, we're not. We're definitely not that close. One of the last things, the Wizards didn't win a game in November.
Poole has been playing better. lately. You know what I mean? He has been, but these guys, and they were almost close to beating the Bucks the other day too. But clearly, Wizards, not a veteran team, a lot of young guys. They can't close it out. And I think they were up like two and then two twos. Milwaukee went up one, and that was it. I
Yeah.
don't see what happened, but it's like,
But
wow,
to lose so much, like it's
that's bad.
to like lose a whole month is they could be like the worst team in the league. And the thing is nowadays,
That's the first full month of basketball you take it in because October's just 10 days they play
yeah,
ball a week.
yeah, that's true.
So they're saying fuck it, Cooper. We want
But the thing is, it's not like the NFL and the NBA used to be like this, but it's not like that anymore because they didn't like tanking. You can be the worst team in the league and not get the first overall pick because the past few years, the first overall pick did not go to the worst team in the league. Detroit deserves to have the number one overall pick. They didn't even get it. They got what, the fifth pick or something?
oh,
Like,
Hawks got one pick when and it was like they were seventh.
and they lost the 28 games in a row and they still didn't get it. Come on, guys, that doesn't make sense. That makes sense. Jordan Poole's averaging 21, 5 assists, 2 steals, not bad. Kuzma, 16 points. People like Koulibaly and feel like he's had a pretty good season. I don't know. Still don't rate the guy. Let me see. Let me see more. JV, he's just there to get traded. Like he's the most. He's just there to get traded guy. He's gonna get traded. And there's normally like an end of the year trade. Last year was the OG one. I know years prior it was my light skin guy's friend, Blake Griffin. He got traded in December because after December
Mhm.
15th, everyone's pretty much available. So I am curious to see that one big trade that would happen. I want to we talk about Atlanta Hawks. They beat the Cavs twice. Trey Young has been okay and he's been good. So that's good. I want to give respect to Mr. James Harden.
Yo, the Clippers are above 500 right now, and I didn't think that was possible for them to be above by a game. I don't think that was possible.
I thought they would be a top, like a bottom three team, like a bottom three team. They are 12-9, which is pretty good.
Harden's going back to his old little ways with a little dribbling, a little diming. It's him.
It's pretty good. They face man, they just been they everyone's trying. You basically said we're gonna have two scores. Everyone play defense. Try your hardest. And
Mhm.
like Ty Lue's a good coach. We both have said Ty Lue's a good coach. He's a good coach.
Very good
And
coach.
I think when it sounds weird when you don't have the burden of playing Kawhi, you just are kind of like, okay, like
Just
everyone try your best and do your thing.
yeah, look at Amir Coffee, man. He's getting runs, reps, and you know what I mean. Norm
And,
Powell's not a six man anymore. Like,
and I heard Kawhi may be back soon. We'll believe it when we see
oh,
it. We'll believe it when we see it. But I think to myself, what is Kawhi gonna do for this team, man?
fuck up the chemistry. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Like, is he gonna ball hog it? Because he's not gonna play defense like that.
Why is no
Um, last thing is, do we talk? I don't think we fully talked about Milwaukee Bucks. You're out the doghouse. Shouts out
yeah,
to
yeah,
you.
last night, yep.
Shouts out to Doc. Like we were hating, we were believing this team had to. Doc's was going down, but overall, it's called Giannis. 33 points, 12 rebounds, and 6.6 assists with 1.4 blocks.
Giannis is that guy.
He really
Even there
is.
like he's that guy. But I'm just gonna double check the Bucks record to see if these teams were
We're good.
yeah, because they just barely beat the Wizards the other day.
I think they faced an okay team. Not gonna lie.
They faced yeah, yeah, I know they faced let me see.
After losing, they beat Toronto, Detroit, which Detroit was a good team. They lost to Charlotte by 1 point, which is crazy. Beat Houston by 1 point. Then beat Chicago, which is a fighting team. Indiana's a fighting team. Charlotte. I think they
That's a
fought
decent
teams that fought.
schedule. That's a decent schedule.
Yeah, like it's not the worst, but they're picking it up at the right time. Middleton, I keep hearing should be ramping up, but once again, it also sounds like his knees that as bad as it is that he should potentially take this season off as well, or not come back until next year, like maybe February.
You know what? I think you should come back in February because they're already starting to roll right now.
Yeah.
And you only need a certain cushion to be at the top three in the East right now. So I know they're probably one of the teams. I didn't even look at the standings, but it has to be Boston, Cavs, Bucks.
Well, it goes Boston, Cavs, Orlando, New York. Because Orlando was winning games, right?
Orlando is a good team, man.
Play defense, young, they try hard. All that matters.
They're a good team, man.
All that matters. Now there's not really much to talk about the Raptors. They win a couple games, they lose a couple games. Scotty's getting back, and they're playing as we speak, as we record this on a Sunday. They're looking okay, but they are facing Miami. Sometimes Miami tries, sometimes Miami doesn't. They're the most like
That's
for
fair.
Heat culture, they're low key lazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Tyler Hero hit like a half court shot as we record this.
yeah.
Um, but
We're up 10. We're up 10 right now. Hallelujah.
um, but yeah, like they're a team. Toronto. I don't know what I want from this team. I just want them to compete. They are competing in games. They're fighting.
Yeah, they are.
I sent you the Raptor spaces because those are sometimes the most like funniest areas. Um, these people, the Raptors won a game and they spent like an hour and a half arguing about if Jakob Poeltl should get traded and
Yeah,
that
they
he's
would do
this
that.
and that and like sometimes once again I think people don't understand like people don't fuck with Jakob Poeltl. The Raptor fans don't fuck with him at
Hate it.
all.
Hate it.
Uh, Jameson Battle just hit a three. That's my guy. Please sign this guy to a contract, a 2-year contract. The thing is, like, he's still so young that you don't got to pay him crazy. You can sign him to a 2-year, 5-year, 2-year, 6-year. I mean, 2-year, 6 mil,
No,
right?
seriously. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you really could. Like
They can
you don't
do
have to
something.
be paying him crazy amount. It's not. He's not there yet, at all. So it's not really like that. But that. Do you think you want to chat about?
Not at the moment, no. Not at the moment. No, that'll be for the next pod.
Okay. So that is it for this pod. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. There's more NBA. The NBA Cup, I think, should be officially like we'll have the 8 teams and we'll probably kind of break it down and see what maybe there won't be a trade too early, but should be more. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys again. Peace.